You're live. That's what they said to me. This is the Aaron Zero Show podcast news. Subscribe. Thank you. And the news for today, March 7th. Kashmir will be resolved if Pak returns stolen part, according to External Affairs Minister Jaishankar. And the JNK minister says, what about China, the part with China, which China has stolen? So, listing the revocation of special status of J&K as one of the steps taken by India to settle the Kashmir issue, said if Pakistan returns the stolen part of Kashmir, the matter would be fully resolved. And then we have a pro Khalistan protester who tried to accost the minister when he was in London for a conference. And we strongly condemn the provocative activities of this small group of separatists and extremists, said the MEA spokesman. While UK upholds the right to peaceful protest, any attempts to intimidate, threaten, or disrupt public events are completely unacceptable. And this was in London, where the External Affairs Minister was there for a meeting. And then trade deal with India key to Trump's bid to boost exports. PAC will enable direct imports from America and postpones 25% tariffs slapped on Mexico for a month following talks. And then his new travel ban may bar Pakistanis, Afghans from entering USA as soon as next week. And what else? President Macron offers to extend nuclear shield to European allies, and as he he feels that Europe has now been abandoned by the USA, so they need the nuclear protection. And then in Uttarakhand, Prime Minister Modi does a 360-degree approach to tourism for 365 days with no off-season, cites divine aura in winter, says it will create job opportunities and boost state's economy. So in other words, we have tourism year-round with no off-season. Bangladesh Chief Advisor Mohammad Yunus reiterates that he will hold elections between December 2025 and March 2026, says up to ex-PM Hasina and Awami League to decide on taking part in polls. And I don't know how that would happen because they already want to arrest the ex-prime minister. And 15 people were injured, houses and church damaged after two South Korean fighter jets accidentally dropped 8 bombs on a civilian area during a joint live-fire military exercise. And India's record goal scorer Sunil Chetri, who called time on international career in May 24, coaxed to come out of retirement and join national team for crucial AFC Asian Cup, which is starting during March 19. And then the man who planned the 26/11 attack cites torture, fear, opposes extradition. We're talking about the terrorist Mr. Tawaru Rana, a Pakistani army veteran involved in 26/11 terror attack on Mumbai. And he has filed an emergency appeal for U.S. Supreme Court. And what do we have here? Macron open to offer nuclear umbrella to Europe. France and UK only countries in Europe with nuclear weapons. And mocking him as Micron, Russia wants Macron not to threaten it. Russia warned President Macron not to threaten it with nuclear rhetoric and mocking his height by calling him Micron, ruled out European proposals to send peacekeeping forces from NATO members to Ukraine. And the Kremlin said his address to the nation was confrontational and that he wanted the war in Ukraine to continue. His approach, of course, is a threat to Russia. Trump's last warning to Hamas, free all hostages or it is over. White House says US held direct talks with militant group first time since 97. And Hamas brushes off threat, lasting truce in Gaza, only solution to peace. Ukraine opposition rejects wartime polling as Trump officials meet Zelensky rivals. And the Ukraine opposition says that no elections can be held until there's a definite peace there, and then the elections can be held after 180 days. So they actually agree with President Zelensky that the time is not right for elections. After all, with bombs falling about, how can you have elections? US delays tariffs on most goods from Moscow for a month. And then President Trump is preparing order to shut education department. And then Trump cannot unilaterally terminate EB-5 according to the immigration attorneys. EB-5 is the investor visa, which was started in 1990. And so immigration attorneys say it is there by an act of Congress, and only an act of Congress could alter it, and that it is unilaterally available till September 2026. Iranian singer gets 74 lashes for his anti-hijab song, who who made a song urging women to remove headscarves, that he was willing to pay a price for freedom. And he was flogged 74 times by authorities as part of his sentence. What else do we have here? Federal judge blocks funding freeze, says White House put itself above Congress, which is what Mr. Trump wants to do, put himself above Congress. New Trump travel ban could bar Afghans and Pakistanis soon. In his earlier administration, Mr. Trump had banned Muslim people from entering the USA. Passengers fight off teenager armed with shotgun from boarding plane in Australia. And Lesotho hits back at Trump after he said nobody has heard of the country. Lesotho's foreign minister Motlijan said on Wednesday he was shocked and insulted by Trump that nobody has heard of the African country and invited him to come visit. And said he had cut an appalling waste to provide $8 million to promote LGBT in the African nation, which nobody has ever heard of, said Trump. I'm really shocked that the country can be referred to that by the head of state. A mountainous nation of about 2 million people encircled by South Africa has the highest base altitude of any country with its lowest point at 4,000 feet and is sometimes called the kingdom in the sky, though Mr. Trump has never heard of the place. And have a wonderful day. Like and subscribe to the Aaron Zero Show.